Kilo share, good people. I hope you're all doing well. I honestly didn't realize how much I would miss this. Some of you would know that I got married and just wedding planning and everything was insane. So I'm really excited to be back filming and everything. I actually really enjoyed doing this. And a couple of people messaged me just being like, when are you posting something else? And I really appreciated that. So today I'm just gonna share like a quick lunch salad with you guys. As I've mentioned multiple times before, I'm not a big cooker. I've never really been the one to spend much time in the kitchen, but as I've become more particular about what I eat, I'm curious about like actually making the stuff that I eat, right? So this is just a salad that I put together and I use it as a template for pretty much any other salad that I make. So sometimes I'll have kale or ugu if I want something even greener. You can add nuts, you can add other fruits like grapes. Grapes are really nice in salad actually. And yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys, just give you a little something, and then I'll be sharing videos, hopefully just keep it consistent every week. But a couple of things I want to note: when you're making salads, you have to constantly be washing your hands because you need to keep them clean. I don't show that in the video, but literally after dealing with every 2 vegetables, I would go back to the sink, probably when I'm washing them or doing something else, but I would definitely just go back to the sink and make sure that I'm washing my hands and keeping them nice and clean. Also going to share a dressing to go with the salad, and it's a homemade dressing. It is insanely easy to make. Because I'm not a big cooker, I don't like spending lots of time in the kitchen and just fiddling with things. So when I do share recipes, a lot of them are going to be quite basic and really simple. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you try it, and if you do, please share it with me.
So the first of our ingredients is cabbage, which usually comes like this, and you just take off the leaves as you need them. Here you can see I've taken off about 5 or 6, and I literally just put them together and chop them up. And I really just love how vegetables fold and form all these gorgeous designs while you're cutting them. So we're just going to carry on cutting through these, and you can cut them to whatever size you want. I'm going to put everything I cut into different bowls, but I'll explain why a little bit later. Now I'm taking my apple core and cutting through, but obviously you can just cut these like normal apples. And for this one, as I'm cutting, I'll kind of decide how many I want to use or how much I want to use, just depending on, the size of salad I'm making. And anything that's not used for salad, I will eat. Now we have lettuce, and lettuce comes like this, and you sort of just pluck it from the roots and literally just keep going. So once this is done, I'm literally just going to bunch them up and cut through them, similar to what I did with the cabbage. And again, just store this lettuce separately in its own bowl. Next up is carrots. I'm using just 2. I cut off the very tips, and then I'm going to use this grater. I don't understand why I'm holding it like a biro. I told you guys I'm not good at this anyway, and I'm also just always scared to like grate my fingers. But essentially I'm going to grate these 2 carrots and they'll just form part of the salad. I'm adding yellow pepper to this for a bit of crunch. This is a bit tricky to cut. This is for beginners. When you cut through, you have to take this core bit out. So don't cut through all the way. And then, just take out that core because it's really not nice. And then just cut it to whatever size or shape that you prefer. I said hi, but couldn't figure out her reply. Something like this, she said. Now we add parsley. So parsley is a herb that I really love for the aroma and the flavor. You just pluck it off the stem, similar to what you did with the lettuce. And I kind of like to bruise it, so I'll run a knife through it just to get more of the aroma and the flavor out. For this salad, I'm going to use some leftover sweet corn that I had in the freezer. You can use regular corn, of course, but this is just what I had. Now we're ready to mix our salad. The reason I have them all in these individual containers is for if I want to keep them like that and just mix them every time I want a salad. But today, I'm just going to mix one big bowl. So I'm tossing in my lettuce, tossing in my cabbage. I'm mixing those together first. Now I'm going to add a bit of my carrot, but I'll keep some aside. I definitely prefer this method. Next, I'll add in my yellow peppers. And then I'll add my apples. Put a little bit of my sweet corn, and remember, this is why you have to make sure you're constantly washing your hands and keeping them clean, because yeah, you're working with your hands when you're making this. And now we'll just garnish with parsley, and that actually smells amazing. And a little bit of carrot on the top. Now, if you're gonna have this as a vegetarian salad, that's perfectly fine. But I'm gonna add a bit of chicken to mine, which I already had lying around in the fridge. So we'll literally just put this, chop it up, and put it on top of the salad. So here I was struggling a little bit to cut up the chicken because my tripod was getting in the way. So I had to stop and chop it up on the side. Again, you can do this to whatever size you want. Just pop that on the salad and it's ready to serve, but we still have to make our dressing. So this is just the salad, the dressing is coming.
So you see, the salad was very easy. Literally just cut things up and put them in a bowl. Literally, like, it's so easy. And here's a fun tip for the chicken. It might seem like really complicated, like, because then you have to make the chicken and blah blah blah, but no, just go to Chicken Republic and buy a roast chicken. Literally, keep it in your fridge. Anytime you want to make a bit of salad, you cut it up, or you just cut the whole thing up and make a big salad, like I mentioned earlier in the video. So now I'm going to show you how to make the dressing. What you need for it is, again, very basic, readily available, and it's really easy to make. Like, if I can do any of this stuff, anybody can do it, trust me. So enjoy.
What we need for the dressing is olive oil, honey, yaji, which is ground pepper, mixed herb seasoning, this is from Simply Green, and ground black pepper. So literally pour in your olive oil. I don't have measurements for these. It just depends on the quantity I want to keep in the fridge. Little bit of honey. Just mix that all up. And once that's nicely mixed, you can add your seasoning. And again, just do this to taste. You know what you want it to taste like, so do this to taste. I said hi, but couldn't figure out her reply. Something like that she said. Once you've mixed in your seasoning, just taste it. You can add a bit more if it's not right. And once you get a good consistency, you're good to go. That's it. I said I love you, she said, damn, took her by surprise too. She was looking at me eyes wide, wishing I could transcribe her melody. Made a couple of hand signs, you feeling me, told her to come with me, she said, and shook her head. I asked why, she tried to speak again.
And that's it. Easy lunch salad. It doesn't even have to be lunch. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, if I do my exercise and I just feel like having something right after, I'll have part of the salad. I prefer to make the big bowl and then just take it periodically. But if you want to feel like you're making a fresh salad each time, then you might be the person that wants to like chop them up into little bowls and then assemble it every time you eat. But I feel like that wouldn't be as easy as just having the big bowl. I hope you guys found that useful and I hope you try it out. Again, you'll see the way I'm chopping, the way I'm doing everything is so mediocre and so basic. I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook. I'm just a person that needs to eat to survive. I suspect you might be one too. Anyway, have a great weekend ahead and I look forward to sharing another video with you guys next week. And don't forget, stay healthy. Then I tried to sleep that we couldn't sleep. Got a call from Noel, couldn't speak. Hadiza, Uche, Dami, and Buki.
told them all I was done.